another day where I have nothing to do. I've been babysitting for the last 3 days, but where'd my money go? I made $80. Nice. Money. Money, 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 money. A moolah. So, I don't know. I'm just bored and I really like making videos for you now. So, there's something I have to read you that I sent to the Tyra Banks show because there's this thing on TV. I was watching it today and it was saying if you have problems with a racist family member judging someone because of their race, you should email us, and it's basically what's been going on at the house. So let me read you what I sent. I grew up in places that never really had large numbers of black people. I always had the perception of a black person being someone who I couldn't understand and wears baggy clothes. I also have a closet racist family. They would never say anything out loud, but everyone that I grew up being influenced by had some sort of prejudice against any other race. My mom never seemed to be like anyone else, though. She always seemed to be accepting, and I never thought of her being a racist. She had never made a comment or anything. She had a best friend at her work that was black. Also, she dated olive-skinned men, always. She ended up having my little sister, who is 3 years old now, with a Puerto Rican man. Right before high school, I moved to Tacoma, Washington. Tacoma is a huge melting pot of races. I actually had a culture shock when I started high school. I had never talked to a black girl, and as soon as I did, I thought I would get beat up or something, the typical stereotype. I've always had black and other race friends. Now, though, in the beginning of my freshman year of high school, I started dating Brian. He was white, 17, and very clean-cut. He ended up doing the worst possible things he could to me, manipulation, infidelity, and on-again, off-again breakups. But we had dated for 1.5 years. My mom ended up telling me that she only let me stick around with him because he would keep me with the white kids. I waited about a month later, and he broke up with me. I waited for about a month after he broke up with me, and I finally broke up for good. I waited for a month after he and I finally broke up for good to even consider looking for someone else. Randomly, my best friend said this guy was interested in me and wanted to know if I dated black guys. When I was a kid, I told my mom I never would, but I honestly thought now that I was grown up enough and I would be fine. So I said yes. The guy's name was Patrick, and we started dating on January 14th, 2009, a couple weeks after we'd been talking. He makes me so happy. More than anything. On the 17th, my mom walked into my room and tells me that I have to break up with Patrick because it's not right for me to be dating a black guy. It turned my world upside down. All of a sudden, I didn't know who my mom was. She said I had to break up with him and not talk to him. She then punished me for dating a black guy. She took away my car, cell phone, and laptop. I asked her if she could meet with him at least, and she said no. She did not want to meet with him. I kept dating him, but ended up breaking up with him a couple weeks later because I was afraid of being caught. Shh, don't tell her that. She threatened that if she found out we were dating behind her back, I would have to move in with my uncle, one of the most racist people I know, in Arizona. It's not the fact that I'm in love with Patrick. It's the fact that for some reason, in my mom's head, it's not right for a white person and a black person to date.
I wanna hold your hand.